Hey y'all, Flying High Five here. The Busted Knuckle Inland Northwest, as almost always. Anyways, I got a little bit more done here. Doesn't look like I got much done, but a little bit more done here on the suspension for this trike. So, thought I'd give you a quick update and I guess maybe show you what's next. And then, I don't know, I'll call it a night. So, anyways, here's the update. If you're a loyal follower, you saw that last week I made most of these parts, or we made most of these parts, whatever, however you want to say it. I got them bolted up, and I don't know how well you can see it in here. Might have to take this apart to show you what's really been taking so long to get these little brackets made up. I had to chamfer that edge on the inside of this. Here. Oh, easy on the camera there. Trying to do this wearing gloves. I had to chamfer that edge there on these pivot mounts. I don't know what I'm going to call them. Pivot mounts, that sounds good. Because I didn't really have enough room between the weld and the pivot hole. So I had to grind some of that weld off. You can see it ain't real pretty. But had to grind some of that weld off and then chamfer the edge on these so that it would pivot smoothly. But I got both of them so that they will pivot smoothly through a full, through a full range of motion. Most likely more than I need, but before I weld this up final, I'm going to ops check it. I'll go ahead and put it on one of my axles and brakes over there, you see, and actually link it up on the transmission, or I'm sorry, on the on the transmission differential. Don't worry about me, I know car parts. I'll put the axles on the differentials and really dry fit everything basically before welding any of this stuff together. So now I'll tack it with it all dry fit together, and then we'll press forward from there. So next step, I guess, is I'm gonna have to make some brackets, and I figured out what I can do for these brackets. I've got a what is this, 2.5 inch hole saw, 2 3/4 inch. You can't read that there, but I can. I promise, it says 2 3/4. You might be able to see that. 2 3/4 inch hole saw, and over there somewhere I've got an 1.5 inch hole saw. Most of the tubing on this frame is 1.5 inch. So what I'm gonna do is my all my brackets that are gonna mount the they're gonna hold the pieces of solid tubing that are solid round stock that are gonna mount in here, and be held in with brackets of this this diamond plate. I know it's diamond plate, but it's cheap. It's like 30 cents a pound at the scrap yard, and I got a ton of it. So not literally a ton. I know some of you are gonna go, do the math, figure out how big my truck is, and be like, you ain't got a ton of it. No, but I got a lot. So I'm gonna basically drill a round hole with this 2 3/4 inch hole saw, and then I'm gonna use an 1.5 inch hole saw to cut out like a half moon shape, like and basically I'll have circular brackets that'll be welded on under here, and then everything will be lined up before it's final welded and tacked in and everything. I suppose I forgot to show y'all before too. This is going to be a real good waste of 5 minutes for y'all. Let me get some light over here. See if I can trip over some things, maybe fall on my face. I think with all my training on tool control and cleanliness and safety that my garage would be a little better, but it's not. Son of a And my light bulb burned out. That sucks. Maybe it's just the batteries. Just the batteries. So my engine mount here, that's what I was trying to show you before I was rudely interrupted by a light that pissed me off. I got my engine mount kind of tacked into place there. And I got 4 or 5 pretty decent tacks on there. Obviously they're not cleaned up at all. You can kind of see them there. But I got it tacked into place there. So I was grinding, so that's why the coat's on there. So I have to work the rear engine mount, which that's part of it. And that is what was on the drill press. Now I got this figured out. Alright. Rear engine mount, I'll be working there. And then I'll remove the motor. And once I remove the motor, I'll be able to finish weld all that stuff. Put the motor back in. Hopefully it'll still fit. Nothing will tweak on me. And then I'll get the suspension in, because I need the motor in square so I can get the suspension in and get it all dry fit together. This is quite a project, but I'd like to get a rolling chassis by the end of this weekend. I got a 4-day weekend, so I should be able to get a rolling chassis, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Bye.